Hi, my name is Tyler Archambeau, and if any of you watched my last speech about sleep deprivation, this topic is very similar. Schools across the country are following a trend of starting earlier and earlier, so that way they can get more done throughout the day, and this is very negative for the students. For my survey that many of you filled out on SurveyMonkey, 80% of you said that they have a hard time concentrating during 8 a.m. or 9:30 classes, these early morning classes. And over half of you said that you feel like these early morning classes hinder your performance for learning and studying. This is very common with the trend throughout the United States, where students find that these early classes are harder to concentrate in, and that they don't feel that they're getting the best experience out of their education. The LA Times came out with a study/survey 2 years ago, and only 18% of high schools nationwide start after 8 a.m. This is very contradicting to what many health professionals advise different schools to start after. They say 8:30 is the earliest that any school should start for classes or anything, including college. The researchers of this study went back and had schools push their start time back from 8 o'clock to 8:30, and within just 2 months of the study, they saw absences drop by 15%, because these students were getting more sleep and were more ready to come to class and learn. And the grades in these early morning classes on average rose by 5% per student. Many of you in college, you now have the option to skip class more often, and these 8 a.m. and 9:30 classes are the ones that are skipped more often than any other ones. In addition, many students accidentally sleep through alarms and show up late to class. And schools and universities have seen up to a 35% decrease in absences and up to 60% decrease in tardiness when they push start times back. The Atlantic also came out with a study a few years ago where they said many students aren't getting enough sleep. In my past speech about sleep deprivation, we went through just some of the serious health concerns that can be involved with this. And the study said that less than half of students worldwide get 7 or more hours of sleep, and 8.5 is the recommended. And this can lead to many health issues. For student athletes, moving school back will allow for less injuries on and off the field. 2/3 of students who don't get that 8 hours of sleep and participate in athletics end up getting injured within their 4 years of high school, and it goes up to 3/4 of them that don't get that recommended sleep in college get hurt. In addition, driving. Teens are involved in 60% of all drowsy related accidents annually, according to the LA Times. A high percentage of these are kids driving to school in the morning. This is just in part by the fact that they're not fully awake yet and their body isn't registered to everything that's going around them. Schools that have pushed back start time to 8:30, the one that I talked about earlier, saw a 40% decrease in drowsiness related accidents in their city.